All right, let's dive into something that so many of us wonder about, our thyroid health. In this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of what it all means, and, most importantly, show you exactly how to get tested right here in Telford. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling? When you're just tired all the time? For no good reason? Or maybe you've noticed the number on the scale going up or down, but you haven't changed a thing about your diet or exercise. These are super common feelings, but they could actually be your body trying to tell you something.
And the answer might just be hiding in a small but incredibly powerful gland in your neck, your thyroid. Think of it as your body's master regulator.
Okay, so first things first, why is this tiny gland so important? What does it actually do?
So, imagine your body is a high-performance car. Your thyroid, that's the engine management system. It's this little butterfly-shaped gland, but wow, its job is huge. It pumps out hormones that control the speed of your metabolism, basically telling every cell in your body how fast to work.
And believe me, its reach is, well, it's everywhere. We're talking about your metabolism, your energy, your mood, even your body temperature. When your thyroid is happy and balanced, you feel fantastic. But when it's out of whack, you really feel it.
So how can we actually check in on this little powerhouse? Well, that brings us to the main event, decoding your thyroid test.
It's actually pretty straightforward. A thyroid blood test is designed to do one thing really well. It measures the levels of a few key hormones in your blood. This gives your doctor a crystal clear snapshot of whether your thyroid is working too hard, not hard enough, or if it's hitting that sweet spot right in the middle.
Okay, so these three hormones, they're like a team in this really cool feedback loop. TSH is the message from your brain. It's the boss telling the thyroid to get to work. The thyroid then produces T4, which is kind of like the raw material. Then your body converts that T4 into T3, and T3 is the active hormone that actually goes out and does all the work in your cells. It's a beautifully balanced system.
But when that system gets out of balance, you get two very different situations. If your thyroid is underactive, that's hypothyroidism, everything just grinds to a halt. You might gain weight, feel exhausted, and cold all the time. On the flip side, if it's overactive, hyperthyroidism, everything goes into overdrive. You could lose weight unexpectedly, feel anxious, and be really sensitive to heat.
All right, we get the what and the why. Now for the how. Let's talk about the practical side of things, getting ready for your test.
So, who should really be thinking about getting a test? Well, if those symptoms we talked about, the fatigue, the weight changes, sound familiar, that's a big one. It's also a smart move if thyroid issues run in your family, or if you have other autoimmune conditions. Sometimes it can even be helpful for people being treated for things like diabetes or depression, since all these systems in our bodies are surprisingly connected.
And getting ready for the test? Super simple, just 3 easy steps. First, tell your doctor about every medication and supplement you take. Now, this next one is really important. Biotin, which is in a ton of hair and nail supplements, can mess with the results. So you'll need to stop taking it for a few days before your test. And the best part? No fasting. You can eat and drink like normal.
And I really want to reassure you, the test itself is incredibly safe and simple. It's just a normal blood draw. You might feel a tiny pinch or get a small bruise, but that's about it. The knowledge you gain about your health is so worth that tiny moment of discomfort.
Okay, you're on board. You want to get tested. So where in Telford can you actually go? Let's break down all your local options. So, your first stop, and often the most common one, is the NHS. You've got the Princess Royal Hospital and the Royal Shrewsbury Hospital, both of which are fully equipped for this. Or, of course, you can just start by having a chat with your local GP, anywhere in Telford and Wrekin. They know your history and can get the ball rolling. But hey, what if you need results fast, or you just can't fit a GP appointment into your schedule? There are other great choices. The Telford Diagnostic Center is known for getting you those results quickly. And you can even check out pharmacies like Boots, which often have convenient walk-in services.
And get this, there are even mobile health units that operate around the area. They bring the testing to you, right in your community, which is just a fantastic option if getting to a hospital or a clinic is a bit tricky.
Okay, so the test is done. What happens next? Let's talk about the results and what they actually mean for your health long-term.
So you get your results back, and it's just a page with some numbers and letters on it. What does it all actually mean for you? All right, this is the number you'll hear about most often, TSH. The typical normal range is somewhere between 0.4 and 4.0.
Remember, TSH is the signal from your brain. So if your TSH is high, it means your brain is yelling at your thyroid to work harder, which might suggest your thyroid is underactive. If your TSH is super low, your brain is whispering, trying to get your overactive thyroid to calm down.
But, and this is so important, TSH is just one piece of the puzzle. Please don't try to diagnose yourself based on one number. Your doctor will look at your TSH, your T3, and your T4 levels all together to see the whole picture. It's about how they all relate to each other.
And whether you're managing a condition or just trying to stay on top of your health, the advice is pretty similar for everyone. Eating a balanced diet with nutrients like iodine, selenium, and zinc is key. Getting some regular, gentle exercise, like walking, and finding ways to manage stress can make a huge difference. And of course, keeping up with your doctor for regular check-ins is absolutely crucial.
When you really boil it all down, it's about this one simple idea. Checking in on your thyroid isn't about waiting for something to go wrong. It's about being proactive, taking charge of your own health, and stopping potential problems in their tracks.
So there you have it. We've walked through what the thyroid does, how the tests work, and exactly where you can go in Telford. The only real question left is, are you ready to take that simple first step for your health?